said I cleaned up a firework for you.
Oh, thanks.
Are you trying to match?
Yeah. Welcome to the good ship. I am your captain.
Akira.
And I am Grace. And we are here. And I will talk about traditions.
That was terrible.
It wasn't. It was great. I was gonna go with something a little less mainstream, but I was afraid I'd screw up the melody. So we are sitting here in our cozy, sweltering, fleecy Sherpa.
They're so warm.
They are.
For a $20 Walmart find. Hi, kitty.
I was afraid his tail's gonna get in the candle, but it hasn't so far.
We shall see.
So today, we are going to be doing a holiday type video. Because we actually haven't done that at all, even though we were filming videos during the holiday season.
Maybe not last year, but the year before we did. We sat in front of my Christmas tree.
Yeah, but it was a fic update.
But it was also our Christmas video.
Just because it was at the time of Christmas, it's not a Christmas video.
There was a tree in the picture. It counts.
Today we're going to be talking about not necessarily all Christmas, but like holiday traditions. Most of which it's gonna be Christmas. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I love Christmas.
There's Halloween, and then there's Thanksgiving, and then there's Christmas, and then there's New Year, and the tree better be down.
I could not care less about Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Halloween.
Halloween is my shit.
I know. We've already had that. Your turn is over. I'm sorry we didn't make another spoopy video, but it's over. It's done.
We can start with Thanksgiving traditions since we're covering holidays, and that's what's coming up anyway.
I don't have very many, so I'm gonna go first. Thanksgiving is not a huge deal at my house. It's only my immediate family because we moved away from our extended family for reasons. We didn't have custody of my sister and her husband this year for Thanksgiving, so it was like really not that many people. We trade off. We get them for Christmas this year. His family got them for Thanksgiving. So we don't really do a whole lot. We cook, we eat by like 1 or 2. We like to eat like in the middle of the day, and then we just snack on leftovers for the rest of the day. And we always watch the Purina dog show.
I didn't know that was that day.
It's always on Thanksgiving, and that's the highlight of the day.
So my family, we always have, it's almost always just my parents and my grandmother and us, and since I got married, we have tacked on my husband's parents and both sets of his grandparents, and then his ex-stepdad. He's still around, and we like him, so he comes to Thanksgiving. But now that we have our own house, we have Thanksgiving at our house, and so our little 1,200 square foot house holds about 15 to 18 people every Thanksgiving in my living room. So it's a lot of people crammed into one space, especially with 2 large dogs, because they have to be inside for Thanksgiving because our neighbors behind us have their grandkids come over, and their grandkids run around the backyard inevitably with their dog, and they have no respect for boundaries, and my husky does not appreciate them having no respect for the backyard boundaries with another dog. Before I got married, the tradition was always that we watched the James Bond marathon that happens every Thanksgiving.
There's a James Bond marathon?
Oh yeah.
I've never even seen a James Bond movie.
I have no idea what channel it is, but they play every single James Bond movie, and my mom is all about that. And if they're not playing James Bond, they're playing Indiana Jones, which is my shit. So, Indiana Jones is the best.
I've also not seen those. I need to watch those. I really do. I keep meaning to, and I just don't.
They're so good. We really don't even watch the parade anymore.
We don't either. It's not good. It used to be so good, I feel like.
And
I was little.
And this year we couldn't even watch it because like Zach and I turned off our cable.
Is there not a way to get like basic channels anymore? You have to just buy the package?
Maybe if I got one of the little cable box things, but we really don't care.
Although, I'm going to be honest, I might do that when the Olympics roll around, because man, it is Summer Olympics time. I'm here for the gymnastics. I follow it religiously.
Mine is the horseback riding.
I didn't even know that was in the Olympics.
Yeah, the Summer Olympics is when they do all the horses.
I have never seen a horse event in the Olympics. I mean, like,
They do show jumping and eventing.
what time of the day is it on? Do they play that at like 2 a.m. or something?
No, it's usually like in the middle of the day, I think.
That's why I've never seen it. I used to watch it in the evening. That's not related to the holidays, but side note.
Christmas traditions.
Yeah, we've got a lot of these. So, like, we don't go anywhere on Christmas. If it's a Sunday, we don't go to church. We go to church normally. But if Christmas is on a Sunday, our butts ain't leaving the house. We don't dress up. We don't make a fancy dinner. We eat whatever we want to. Like, we'll buy whatever snacks, whatever quick foods. Like, if we want to make something that takes more work, we'll do it like Christmas Eve. We'll like make it so that we have to do absolutely nothing on Christmas. We don't invite family over. It's just our immediate family. And again, like I said, this year we have custody of my sister and her husband, so we'll have like everyone there, so I'm excited. Last year, she was sad. It was her first Christmas without us, so she FaceTimed us for like an hour on Christmas morning while he was asleep, because their family does it Christmas Eve. But yeah, we are just in our PJs. We start at like 6 a.m. and we do it one present by one present by one present, like in rounds. So it ends up taking us like 3 hours, which I used to hate when I was little so much, because you just want to tear everything open. But like the older I get, the more I just want it to last, because I like just hanging out together, and no one fights on Christmas. We don't fight anyway. Right. But even when we were little, no one fights on Christmas. It's my favorite day. And then the rest of the day, we're just bums and we hang out and we just do whatever. We have rummy tournaments over the holidays a lot of the time, and recently, the last couple years, we do the Jackbox TV games. My brother Daniel has like all of them, and so we'll all do that with our phones, and that's really, really fun because we get very competitive and make each other laugh really hard. We do all that Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we make it last as long as we can, and we're total bums. It's great.
That sounds like Christmas like when I was growing up.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll change when we have kids, but none of us have kids. So.
I miss it immensely, because once I got married, we're expected to be at every Christmas. We have Christmas Eve at my parents' house, and then Christmas morning we are expected to be at one of the grandparents' houses for breakfast, which I absolutely hate because I grew up staying at home all day on Christmas, and I don't want to go anywhere. That's the one day of the year that I don't want to do anything.
Yuri.
And usually I'm the one that wants to go out and do stuff.
Sorry, trying to wake the child again.
So, and then somewhere in there, because like my husband has from Christmas to New Year's completely off, like the plant he works at closes down.
That is so awesome. That really is.
I only have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So his parents end up being whatever day all the kids are off work. I'm a salty bitch about Christmas right now, because especially now that we have our own kid, I just want to stay home and have my own traditions, and I don't want to go to other people's houses, and I have not been able to talk him out of that yet. We're still required to get our butts up and get ready and drive 30 minutes first thing in the morning to be at breakfast by like 9 or 10.
Yeah, that's the one thing is my parents, none of us have kids yet. They see it as like, when it's just the two of you, yes, you're a couple. Yes, it's important. Like your significant other comes first, like the needs of that person. But like, you're not a family unit yet, and therefore you still should spend time with your family on holidays and like, be available and hang out and all that, because it's just the two of you.
Yeah.
But as soon as you have a kid, like, she's not gonna care. She's gonna be like, if you want to stay home, build your own memories, do your own thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did, and we loved it so much. Like, it's it makes Christmas so much better.
Well, and I think that part of the reason why he doesn't want to give up the Sunday morning thing is because that's what they've done since he was a child.
Yeah,
so I understand
I get that. So he wasn't just lazy on Christmas all the time?
No, they had to go everywhere. So it was, we went to breakfast here, we had to go to lunch here.
Yeah.
And it was everywhere.
But he enjoyed it?
No, I think he hated it.
Well, then why does he?
Because he's expected to be there.
I gotcha. I mean, on one hand, I can respect that, but also, like, it's Christmas.
So we're going to go back to the traditions for my family before I got married, because that is where my favorite memories of Christmas are. We would get up, and we had to wait on everybody to get up, which was torture as a child.
So you didn't have a time, it was just whenever you were all up?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So we'd wake up and you'd have stockings filled to bursting sitting on the couch because they cannot even hang on their holder anymore.
I can relate.
And then we had to wait for everybody to get down there. We couldn't touch it. And then Dad would make breakfast, and he always makes chipped beef on toast. Creamed chipped beef. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay.
Is it like steak or ground beef?
No,
or what?
so it's dried chipped beef, which is literally in a jar like this, and it's the saltiest shit ever. But when you cut it up and cook it in white gravy and then put it on toast, it is
I believe it.
Amazing.
I believe it.
So that's what I had every Christmas morning for 22 years. And it was amazing. I cannot stress that enough.
The food stuff lasts for a long time like that, because then if you taste that food like in an off time or off, like, you know, sometime else during the year, you're like, oh, it's Christmas.
Yes. So there was that, and then when everybody was downstairs, and on top of that, to add an extra layer of complexity, my mother's mother lives next door to my parents. So we had to wait on her to drive over to our house, and she's never on time. So that was also torture.
You should have told you to be there at like 5:30 a.m. They should be there by like 8.
So then everybody would get to open their stockings at the same time. We used to do what's called gold, frankincense, and myrrh gifts. So your frankincense gift was wrapped in brown paper, and it was something for like your well-being. So like bath stuff, or like candles, or something for health. Myrrh was...
I've never heard of this. This is interesting.
Myrrh was silver, and it was usually something like a clothing article or something that you could really use. And then gold was your most expensive gift, and it was wrapped in gold. But you opened your gold gift last.
I like that. I mean, we always have... There's rules to what we open. My dad selects each gift, like, in the order my mother tells him. The stuff that is, like, pushed to the back, like, you're not looking at it, you're not touching it, you're not smelling it. That's the last gift. Yeah, and then we did the round robin thing, too, where everybody opened a gift one at a time. We didn't necessarily go in the same order. No, we used to switch it up. It usually goes youngest to oldest, but some years the oldest would get annoyed because we were still little, and so we would go oldest to youngest that year or something.
Very similar at my house, and those were good Christmas memories.
I just love that it stretches it so much. It's not like a blur, because you only get it that one morning.
So, and whenever I got married, our first Christmas together, we didn't even make it to Christmas before we gave each other our gifts.
Yeah.
So I haven't truly celebrated Christmas in 4 years.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really even wait until Christmas last year, because Emmett was so little that he didn't even know what was going on.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he'll probably get it a lot more.
And since we weren't home on Christmas morning, I was like...
I realized that all her family lives so close that it would be more difficult to do this, because with ours it's far away. But you can put your foot down.
I've tried.
Say, we're staying home.
I tried last year.
You're welcome to come over.
We have Emmett. I don't want to go anywhere on Christmas Day, and he was not having it. So like my parents.
You mean like your husband was not having it?
Oh, okay, my husband was not having it. So like my parents live about 20 minutes away. His parents now live 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
And his grandparents, where we have to go to breakfast, live about 30 minutes away.
That sucks.
It is the most tiring holiday for me, above even cooking for Thanksgiving at my house.
Do you still enjoy it? Like, do you like it with your family? Or like those bits? Or...
With my parents, yes. And I really hope that now that we have Emmett, I will enjoy it again, because I hate Christmas right now.
Yeah. Well, you'll get to see him have fun with it now.
Yeah.
He's old enough to like understand, ooh, special holiday. Look at these presents. Everything's red. Like
Exactly.
He still can't fully get it.
But really hoping that makes it fun for me again.
Yeah, because last year I'm sure he was just like...
Yeah. So all the stores that have all their Christmas decorations up now, he's trying to take all of the Christmas ornaments off of the decorative trees.
Same. I mean, they're very pretty. I understand.
Ooh, shiny. He has attention deficit ooh shiny disorder.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
For New Year's, we don't really care.
No,
literally, I do. I don't even stay up till midnight because I'm such an exhausted working person. Except, well, now that I work at a financial institution, I do have that day off, I think. We might be close. I think we're close for New Year's.
I think that there was discussion that we're actually going to close at 5 on New Year's Eve this year.
That's good. I like that. That's something at least.
But when I lived at home, we would at least stay up and watch the ball drop. And now we're old.
I get tired.
and we go to bed at 9:30. But
I usually make it to 10. But
I
that's like
really want to have a New Year's Eve party this year.
Yeah.
Because I want to do the Roaring 20s.
Oh, good lord. Oh. Because it's going to be 2020.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that weird? We're going into the 20s again. You're so excited.
So,
You're like,
yes,
looking at
because
the
that is my favorite period in time. It's so flashy.
You can hide
and
all your
the music
alcohol like in
isn't-
secret cabinet.
Yeah. And then the
You'll need
child
to do
won't
that soon
find it.
anyway. I was gonna say.
It's so flashy, and the music is fantastic, and the dancing was the bomb.
See, I've never cared that much about the 20s, but I understand why people like it because it is very like aesthetically pleasing.
Yes. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm trying to talk my husband into letting us have a New Year's Eve party so I can theme
Well,
it.
you can frame it as like, don't use the word party maybe because he hates those. Like you could always just say like.
Well, it wasn't even that he doesn't want to have a party. He doesn't want to stay up past midnight.
He doesn't have to. He can go to bed. Like, throw on some headphones and go to bed. You know those muffs? Just get some for.
One of my friends has a kid, like a baby, and they took them to a baseball game when they were only like 5 or 6 months old, and so they had the earmuffs on at the game.
But just get some for him. He can go to bed. He can watch anime. He can hang out with Emmett alone. You know, just whatever. But and you'll just be there playing Roaring 20s. You know, by Panic at the Disco as loud as you can.
Exactly.
That whole album is actually perfect for that party.
Oh God, I love that album
Because
so
there's
much.
songs about the drinks and like that's a really good album for
Yes,
that.
it is on point.
With that,
We're gonna call it
merry tidings of the Santa Jesus holiday, and
Merry whatever you celebrate,
and happy whatchamayear. And we are leaving the year of the pig, which is a little depressing,
That
just
is kinda
frankly,
depressing.
because I love pigs, and this has been Shane Dawson's year.
It really has been though.
Year of
Like,
the pig.
dang.
Yeah, we're still going on about that. That's absolutely correct. We'll see you next time.